I don't care. I drop it on anywhere. Every fact I will be there. Only the best soca hits with the most people in the world. DJ Blazin. Y'all know it's the Uneducated Educated Show. And right now we live, waiting for y'all to get in here. We always play our little bit of soca. Start it up because the rhythm does always get you moving.
And it's the best music ever.
It is, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's the most motivating music ever.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Right one time.
I don't need no drink to turn up. Because when we on the road, plenty pace. People on the best ways to be base. Yeah. We gon' live free life until we tell. Put your hands over your head and just wave, yeah.
Please no, I'm dancing in my chair. That's what?
No, I want to hear a song. I had it here, and I went far. When you have big finger. Welcome.
Hold on.
The way you put in work on me, just like a surgeon when you operate that face. But I don't need you. Please hold up, let me feel your body. If police show up and they want to come for me, bring it in and give it to me. Girl, you are the remedy. The thing that you're giving me, curing me, so I really need your remedy. Y'all know what we doing. We jamming because people be on BB time.
Me, I'm one of those people. I'm so proud of myself every time that I get somewhere on time.
BB time?
Yeah. I live on that. Hello. I am a mark, you know. Live on that. Like, I remember when I had my baby shower in Brooklyn and they came, the marks came, but they ain't come till like 9 o'clock at night. And the baby shower definitely started at like 3.
9 o'clock at night?
Yeah, luckily it was still going on, but they didn't show up till late.
You gotta know, most people be on BP time. So,
okay. What we going carnival? When? For your birthday, we gonna go to Trinidad?
Huh?
It'll be hot then. I said when we going carnival, but I don't see you doing that. So we gonna go for your birthday?
Oh, for the baby shower?
No, to Trinidad. What baby shower?
Oh, to Trinidad. Yeah, I need to get to Trinidad.
You having a baby? Who's having a baby?
Who's having a baby?
Yeah, you talking about a baby shower.
Oh, nah. I know you ain't asking me about no baby. That ain't gonna happen.
Right. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about? Because you ain't asked me. I that ship has sailed 7 years strong.
I ain't with the baby situation at all.
I mean, you could do it.
I mean, sure, but you know,
it's not too late.
It's not about having the baby; it's about running after.
You don't gotta run after the baby.
Right? Yeah, maybe the first year, and the way these babies are, maybe 6 months, and then you will be running after the baby.
Put the baby in activity, so somebody else you be paying somebody else to run after the baby. I guess you can get a nanny. People do that.
Somebody else have a baby in my family and they need a babysitter once in a while. Or no, let's not even say a while because that determines a lot of time. Once in a blue moon. Call me. If the baby come back whining, that's all it is. Listen to soca.
That's funny.
Me, I love soca.
So, what have you been up to?
Well, you know what I'm up to. I'm working at this job and trying to bring decent content for you people. That's basically what I'm trying to do, trying to find some new ideas, some other ways to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? Try to bring more
Exactly.
of me to this platform. That hopefully me and my person will let the message be understood.
I know that's right.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else you could basically do with this type of platform unless you definitely come in here to entertain people, and that's what I'm trying to do. I will be doing alternate content other than the seriousness with Ashley, but I
Yes,
really want to get
on your TikTok, right?
TikTok. I'm my YouTube videos, all of that. I mean, I'm on all social media platforms right now, so most of every video that I put out recently is on YouTube, is on Facebook, is on TikTok, and Instagram, and so check my videos out.
Yeah. You gonna come to
Sometimes
Twitter too?
I don't know about Twitter. I'm still trying to work on those platforms. There's a lot to think about and move there, and so basically, I'm just trying to get it right,
Right.
and so it's what people are looking for, when they
Okay.
search. So today's topic: social media, the relationship killer.
Dang,
Oof.
you jumping in. You didn't even ask me what I've been up to. God. God,
Oh,
I
you're
never
right.
exist, y'all. This how I get treated. I'm supposed to be everybody's favorite, and this how I get treated.
You ain't getting treated
Lord.
bad, but okay.
Lord. I feel like Medea. Or Mr. Brown, I guess. I feel like Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. I don't know about, but I like
You like
he
what?
the funniest.
Mr. Brown?
Mr.
Yeah,
Brown, he
he
is
is.
the funniest. Yes, he
He
is.
is. He's hilarious.
Any man that can wear them outfits on every show they came episode they came out with and still hold his composure is a great actor to me.
Right.
A lot
And
of
his
those
wife is
loud
looking at
shirts,
him. His wife is right there looking at him
right?
like that.
Well, speaking of that, right? Well, tell us what you've been up to, Ash, because
I just got featured on my publishing company's Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
okay.
J.Mark Pubs. They introduced me as their author. It was such a cute little bio, and of course, cute pictures of me. So
Mm-hmm.
that was fun. And then Jamel has been running
Yeah.
me ragged. So soon he gonna be dropping some YouTube videos because that's what he wants to do. Just Jamel on
Okay.
YouTube. I'll
I'm
remind y'all.
subscribed. I'm in the front seat. I
Right.
want him to remember me when he gets famous.
Right.
I want him to have positive things to say about me. I was there for him.
Okay. So
And
yeah.
what else?
Okay.
What else?
So that's it. That's all I'm doing. This, of course, back here Wednesdays and Sundays with more
Okay, yeah,
great topics to cover.
yes, a bunch. We got a lot lined up for you guys, believe me.
Mhm.
Okay, so social media, the relationship killer. What do you got on this, Ash?
So, well, I'm in all the women's groups, so I'm getting all the tea. Um, Apparently, social media is a big thing in relationships, but I guess I'm bringing it here because should it be? Like, how much should social media weigh in a relationship? Like, do you think that people should be following each other immediately?
On social media?
Hmm.
That is a rough one for me. Well, only because like it depends on
Hey,
how honest.
Tamara. Sorry to cut you off. Tamara is back.
No,
Thank
this all
you.
good. Yes, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Blazin. Of course.
Of course, thanks for tuning in, Tamara. We love your comments as well. So what I'm saying is like I don't know, cause like if you don't plan on being in a long term relationship with this person, I guess if Nah, I guess it doesn't matter what social media platforms they're on. You just, you know what I'm
But should
saying?
you be following
You
them?
follow if they're creating content, or you just want to stalk them, because like
I mean,
what
well,
really would it be?
should y'all be friends? That's what I mean by following. You know, on Instagram, you following each other. Should y'all be friends on social media?
Well, look, see, because I don't want to be too crazy with it, right? But I'm like, if a person, no, because if you don't plan to be around a long time with people, then I don't know if you should be following them, because to me it's like they would use that information to to see if they can get to know who you are better. But is that really a good representation of who you are on your social media platforms?
Right. So, okay, that's for the beginning. But what about when you're in a relationship? Should y'all be following each other? Does that
In a
even make?
relationship,
Does it matter?
it, it does matter, I guess. I mean, again, it depends on the people in the relationship for me, because if they're insecure, jealous, I don't think that's a good idea, because it can cause some tension depending on what they're doing on social media.
Right.
But I mean, if you have open and honest relationships and there's nothing going on, I don't see any problems with you following
Each other.
each other on. Yeah, because it also could be supportive.
Right.
Whatever they do, it can also be supportive. If they don't have problems putting pictures of each other on there, then it makes a statement that they're together. But that also could bring a problem, because if y'all break up 6 months later, these things are still on social media.
So, do you think that we're gonna do all stages of relationships? Of course, probably not in the beginning, but maybe in like the first 1 to 5 years, and then so answer for the first 1 to 5 years, and then answer for like 5 years or more, or maybe 10 years or longer. Right? Do you think that they need to say that they're in a relationship on there and tag the person that they're in a relationship with, and do they have to post pictures of each other? What's your thoughts on that?
I guess it depends on what you're using your social media for.
What
I
if it's just
mean,
for family and friends?
if it's just for family and friends, then why would you have an issue of posting your mate on your social media?
That is
Unless your
true.
mate is just absolutely, does not like photos, then I can understand that. I'm saying he don't want to be no pictures, but I mean, if everybody else knows that you're in a relationship with this person, then why would it be a problem at all? And the first 5 years of relationship, I honestly think that the you in the first 5 years of relationship, you should be the most honest with the person that you're dealing with, because
Mm-hmm.
that's where you secure the bag. That's where you secure the bag. You know, this is where after five, if you can get me together with someone for 5 years, little games, little, you know what I'm saying? Whatever
Right.
it is, it's quite possible I can go longer. But the problem with that is after the 5 years, you can't really stop doing what you did the first 5 years in the next 5 years, because then that becomes a little tedious, and then that's where people start to stray. Now, social media, of course, now is a place where people can stray.
Right.
They can find other people to talk with and flirt, chat, um, and a whole bunch of other stuff that they do on social media that we don't know about, like the backdoor groups where they entertain all kind of nastiness and stuff like that. You find on social media. That's where you find them.
Right. Among other places, but yes, definitely on social media. I would have to say that I agree. In my opinion, is a little bit weird. I feel like I agree with that. If y'all out here living life together and you enjoy it, and you're the type of person to share your life on social media, then you should be posting your mate, your kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be posting some pictures. You don't got to post them all the time, but occasionally they should be, sliding in there or whatever. Um, but at the same time, it's like social media is not that important to me, Like it shouldn't weigh that much in a relationship that you feel like y'all could break up over it, because unless they're doing something detrimental to the relationship, if they're just not posting you and they're being respectful while doing that, I don't see what the big deal is. Like What is the problem, you know? But some people are like wild about that. Like, oh, it doesn't say that he's in a relationship with me. He doesn't post to me. He doesn't, or they don't, because I guess guys can feel this, men can feel this way too. Um, he's or they're just like always chatting up with people, or they always look like they're single. But okay, they could look however they want to, because that's somebody else's perception of them,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you think you're getting from social media. But when they're with you every day and they're putting in effort, conscious effort to be the person that you're supposed to be with, and when they're doing everything that they should do in real life, is social media really supposed to be that big of a
Mm-hmm.
deal? Like, does it even matter what it looks like online? It's fake.
Well, I don't know, depending on when y'all got together, because when social media really, really boomed, it was causing a lot of trouble in people's relationships. A
Right.
lot of old people were trying to hook up with old people, find them, get, you
No.
know what I'm saying? But that's what Facebook did. Everybody was able to find everybody with Facebook and what's this other old one? MySpace.
My
That's
face.
what it did.
Yeah.
It put the camera, live action camera on people. So every time they posted or did something, people were able to see, and as frequently as they did that, they were able to find their ex lovers, people they thought they found interesting.
Right.
I mean, that happened. I mean, I think Facebook calmed down a little bit and they doing things on other platforms. But I mean, look, they had, you got OnlyFans, they had backdoor. What was it? What was it?
Back
Backpage.
page.
I mean, social
Are we
media
gonna
has.
start our OnlyFans? What we gonna do?
I guess we OnlyFans. I'm not certain how to do that as yet. Because I don't know. I know that not all content over there is like crazy, but
Adult.
I mean.
And wow, right.
Well, we could, right? So we could talk about the wild and crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Tamara says, who are we trying to validate? People on social media or your partner?
Exactly. I feel like that's the real question. Who is this for? Because
Well,
if your partner knows
yeah.
what's up in real life, who cares what people see online?
Why wouldn't you want to present anything other if you're in a committed relationship and you have no problems being in this committed relationship with this person, right? What problem is
Mm-hmm.
it, displaying certain things? Now, as far as doing things where you want to appear single, then obviously that's what you have these platforms for. But if you're in a relationship, just like, all right, who you think get more jealous, men or women? Y'all, please let me know in the comments, right?
Right. Right. Because
Uh,
I think
when liking pictures of the other, who gets more
I think it's
jealous?
women. I see so many
Why?
women. I don't know why. I see so many women like,
He's sitting
oh,
right there in
he
the room
always.
with you.
You said what?
He's sitting right there in the room with you. He's at home doing what he's supposed to do, but he like her pictures. Why? Is that a
Exactly.
problem?
Like, if he not saying that crazy, oh, he left a heart under a picture. Oh, he liked it. He's not supposed to be liking no picture but mine. What the heck? Like, again, because I feel like I've said this in prior videos. If he's not, you're not the only person that he's going to be attracted to. There are billions of people in the world. You're not the first person he's been attracted to, although that might be the case in some people, I guess. And you're probably not going to be the last, but he's with you. He's putting in a conscious effort to be with you and to be happy with you. That's all that matters. He's not out there saying, "Damn, you look good." He's not out there saying, "Oh, I would do this, and this." He's not out there in somebody DM like liking something. Literally nothing further than that. Liking something, saying congratulations, being like, "Oh, you look nice." Because I don't see nothing wrong with that. People look nice. You can say that to a guy too. Like they look nice. It's fine. I don't think that that's a big deal. But people, again, in these groups, wilding, they be ready to fight their man because he hearted somebody's picture.
All
That's
right, but what is the picture? What
ooh,
is the content of the picture?
I don't see what I don't feel like that matters. I mean,
All
hopefully
right,
she was naked, but still, okay.
okay. May
If it
some of
was
y'all
a
ladies be
dude,
putting on some stuff, boy. They be
again,
fully dressed.
if it was, even if it was a third trap, all he did was like it. What is the problem? He didn't leave a comment, didn't tell her to DM him, didn't DM her.
Okay,
Just
well,
scrolling
if
through.
none of those, if none of the scenario, then it shouldn't be a problem. Then that woman really needs to work on her own insecurities.
Exactly. I agree.
And of course, like we always say, self care. I mean, you have to give your men a little bit of leeway to be men. You know what I'm saying? Just like
No.
as long as they're not
Your
abusing
partner,
you or
that go
going
both ways. Because
overboard.
I be seeing some pictures, I'm going heart too. Period.
Okay, let's say partners too, because it's not only men that, you know what I'm saying, but you're right. So you got to give your partners a little bit of leeway in that situation, because if they're not like sneaking in their DMs or trying to set up some situation or saying something too out the way, then you know you can let it go. But what do you do when you have someone that, the only type of pictures they like is of the provocative type,
Well, that's a
and always
problem.
saying something type of sleazy in sleazy messages, or messages that says something but not exactly that,
Right.
like thicker than a snicker.
But that's inappropriate. And he
Make
should know that. If that's what he doing, he already a problem. He a problem in them streets, not just on social media.
okay.
Social media just made it to where you could see. He a problem in them streets because that's so disrespectful. Why do you need to say that? Why does that need to be said? Like then that's when it switches from it being a problem with her to him being a problem, and he needs to work on some things with himself. Because why would you be with a woman and then you want to disrespect her? And because it's social media, it's public now. You disrespecting her in front of people. Like why would you do that?
What about
That's
people who go to social media to talk about what's going on in their relationship and then don't want
ugh,
people in their business?
I cannot stand that. I think you picked the perfect title because social media can be the worst tool used to kill relationships. I swear. Even if you vent without saying their name, everybody know who you talking about. Like we
Exactly.
know it's him because who else would you be talking about? You didn't just happen upon somebody
Or
in the street
her.
and they did this to you, right? We know it's them. We know it's them. It
Right.
is what it is, and I feel like that's terrible. That's also disrespecting your partner because why are you venting with people? You're not even venting with people that have your best interest at heart. You're not venting with people that care about you or your relationship. You just vent into the streets. The streets want you or your man or your partner. Like they don't want y'all together. Why would you be venting to them? They're not looking for you. I mean, they checking for you, but not that way.
I mean, but now, like back in the days, the way women used to get trapped up like that, they used to tell their homegirl, the homegirl, because you can't say nobody best friend, because ain't nobody best friend doing that. But they
Right.
homegirl, all what's going on in their relationship, and then come turn around a couple of years or a couple of times down the line, they homegirl done slept with old boy because
Okay.
he know exactly what she be nagging him about.
Exactly.
Now they doing it on social media. You know what I'm saying? So they putting it really out there for more people to be able to grub.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's crazy. It's like I don't know. I've been seeing that too. Like, yo, okay, perfect scenario, right? This is not. This is just how like outside people can be. Um. Uh. Look, like just like this comment right here, how people can be messy, and both people can be jealous on social media. So I was friends with a couple, right? Knew them both the same amount of time. Really good friends with them. Like I'll babysit their kids. Cool with them. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking to people on social media, messaging in everybody's inbox, stuff like that, or whatever. I guess she seen that he said he was going to these uh dorms, and she was trying to figure out where he went. I guess I was one of the people that he knew that lived in there. So she tried to say it without saying it. She thought it was me. Right then and there, I said, "Oh, we cannot be friends. If we was friends, I mean, clearly we're not friends. If we was friends, you would have never,
Mhm.
ever thought that it was possible that it could be me. I would never do that to you. I'm over here with you and your kids. Like, are you serious?" So I had to
Mhm.
end that friendship. I really ended that friendship like right after that because how? How could you call me a friend and that's how you feel? That you even think that's possible? That's wild to me.
And you got all your business out on a platform where anybody could use it like it's a library. I mean,
Exactly.
typically people silly for that, and that don't make no sense. But yes, just like Tamara says, people are messy, and some
Hmm.
people. just use social media to help get out of something they don't want to be in as well. They start posting and talking about the person. Hopefully they figured it out, because I can't see how you could go on social media complaining about the person don't work and don't do nothing when you met them, they wasn't working and wasn't doing nothing. That
Ooh,
don't make,
okay.
because your post last time was, oh, I understand, me and Babe, we doing it together. COVID messed up a lot of people and stuff. I can understand that, but after COVID cleared up, it's time to get back into that workforce. But
Exactly.
now people on social media talking about, Lord, can't find a job, we stressed out, and they don't want nobody. They don't like the fact that their mate is on the couch enjoying themselves, while they got to still bust their behind because they had a job
Exactly.
that they what they call those people, that was able to work during
Allows.
COVID. No, no,
Oh,
no, no. The ones that
essential
were
worker.
essential workers, the essential workers. Yeah. So you are essential worker and your mate wasn't. So now, you tell everybody on social media that. That makes sense.
Right. I just like, oh my God. Okay. So with that, right? Because this is a prime example of why I feel like social media isn't that important, because it's not real. There's so many people on social media that are in relationships that are just like you said, but when you see them online or when you hear or read their posts online, it's the complete opposite. Oh, he bought me this. Oh, he took me here. With what? Your car? Because he don't work.
Mm.
Like, you mean he used your money? Did you let him do that, or did he surprise you with it?
Surprising with what? Taking her money and buying her something?
Yes. Like, how does that work?
And just like Blazin said, how does that help the situation? Complaining on social
Exactly.
media. So that's going to make things worse. It is going to make things worse. It's just what I mean. I guess if they don't have nobody else to talk to, I guess Facebook is a definite ear for them to
And
listen
that's
to.
That's so sad though. You already shouldn't vent negatively about your partner unless it's someone like, if you're gonna do that, you need to do it in a very small circle, because you're still gonna love your partner tomorrow, but those people that you told those things to, they're gonna see them differently. But especially if they're people that really love you, they're gonna be like, why are you going through this? Why is that person doing this to you? Da da da, and it's gonna change their view of that person. So just like Blazin said, it does not help. Going to social media to complain, going to other people to complain, especially when you just go choosing a wide amount of people, it doesn't help. You just making yourself look like the victim, or making them look. You don't necessarily have to look like a victim, but you might be making them look like a villain. And what is that going to do when you show up tomorrow and you still with them? Now you look stupid a little bit in a situation you created.
Not for nothing, right? Well, I know two people, right? When I was younger, I was going to school, and they were in relationships. And one of the things they used to kill me, right, is that they used to swear up and down that these people that they with is the most doing all the worst things. And I actually seen them go through abuse, but sitting here telling your people who you think are your friends that this person is
Hmm.
doing this to you and this person is doing that to you, right? And then your friends come to your aid, and then you turn right around and they back with each other. I got
Oh,
locked. Listen, I got locked up fighting my homegirl, man. And when we all got to court and for the judge to talk about the case, she was next to her man. Like, come on, man.
oh my God, that's like the number one. Don't ever do that. I don't do that. I don't get involved. I'm not gonna let them fight in front of me. Like, I've had a couple fight in front of me, and I was like, "Yo, can you please stop?" But I guess I was so calm that it like snapped him out of it, and he just left instead. That's all I got. I don't tell me nothing. I would know nothing. I wouldn't. I would. I'm sure you was young, of course. So you thought you was doing the right thing, and you were. But then you learned that you gotta let people do what they're gonna do, because that's and I would have to do up too.
Listen, that happened to me more than twice in my life. That same
I'll love it
scenario. I'm not
again.
going to talk about that because, like me, I'm like this. I love everybody until you do something. You know what I'm saying? To make me
Exactly.
go against you, because I try to give people the benefit of the doubt at first, because that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm trusted, but
Exactly.
one of the hardest things is to just, I don't know why it's hard for people, but when people are doing things that's hurting you, to let them go. I don't know why, but it's very hard. It's very hard.
Exactly.
Now, Tamara said she nosy. I ended up on the grandmother's pastor's page. People will find a way to get to you, so and spread mess. Okay, the
Exactly.
grand.
Okay. And that's me. Let me tell you, that's me. I will be what screenshotting it, talking to my friends. Now I done found something to talk about because look what I found. Look who my friends be like, who
Mhm.
page is it? I'm like, I don't know. I started on this page and now
I
I'm
mean,
12 pages in.
I don't really be on Facebook like that, but every now and then when I get on there, and some of the stuff I see on there just be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just be crazy, like complaining
Okay.
about being in relationships with people. Listen, if you're in a relationship with a person, you must communicate
Okay.
everything, everything, everything. If you got a fart and you think it's gonna stink, let them know ahead of time. That's it. Just be like, yo, babe, nah, I don't think you should stick around for this.
Right.
Simple. Seriously, because with a lot of open communication, when people are having problems or troubles, they feel comfortable coming to you so that y'all can work it out. You know what I'm saying? That builds character in your relationship. Trust. There's no need to be insecure. Now you can't. Now in the very beginning of your relationship, playing these games on social media is not going to bring you far in your relationship. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're using social media to flirt to make the person that you with jealous, because they're doing something exactly the same way. It only brings more drama and more mess inside the relationship. You understand?
Right.
It's unnecessary. So I mean, I guess I would say maybe not until you're very comfortable with the person and know them pretty good. You should allow them to inside your social media. That way, if you're talking about them, they won't see it. They won't see it, but
Exactly.
everybody else will. I guess it's fine. Tamara said, "Facts, Ashley. They got a front for people that don't know them." Okay.
They do. And I be right there because I know them looking like, but you told me yesterday he's not working. but, but you told me yesterday you was gonna leave him. Like I just be there looking. That's why I don't get involved. Don't lie to me. I did not ask you. You lying to me. You lying to social media. Are you even telling him the truth?
The biggest person that they lying to is themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's big
And
facts.
you should lie to yourself. That's just not the way that goes. Life's too short for real.
Exactly. So after we done got
Mhm.
past all the lying, after we done figured out that social media is not going to kill this relationship, after we done communicated and did all these things that we supposed to do, you as a currently married person, as me, Lord, that was a lot, as a divorcee, right? Is that how I say that?
I guess you divorced.
Yeah, I am.
You gotta leave.
Anyways, is marriage still the goal? Like, is that still the goal for people?
I mean,
Oh wait, real
listen,
quick.
people.
Yep, Blazin, you right. They be on social media like nobody know them.
Mhm, mhm.
But yes,
Well,
it's that.
the people that know them probably got a lot to say behind their back when they turn off
Okay,
their phone, I guess. And if they got
right.
a mate, what I'm saying, that they've been with for a little while, they kiki in the bed right now, laughing at some of the shit y'all posted on the social media.
Exactly.
So he just came out of K Jewelers with the ring, but yet it was the K pawn shop. He hawked the ring with the grandmother passed down. Like
Right.
that's not but seriously. Well, marriage is a good goal. I mean, because quite honestly, right? Whatever stuff they try in a marriage together, right? And you plan on leaving to your children, they won't have any problems getting it because they would have your surnames. You know what I'm saying? So technically, your lineage will be left behind because of the piece of paper stating that you were in a bond with this woman. So she wouldn't have no trouble if something happened to you. It would be a legal thing. But marriage is just a piece of paper in a lot of people's eyes. My thing is like this: commitment is a stronger thing than a piece of paper, and your word is your bond. The only thing most people have in their life is their word. So if your word ain't good for nothing, then it don't make no sense. But with women, it's probably the goal because it states that it makes them feel like the man is committed. With men, they just want to satisfy the woman that they're with by getting a piece of paper. They're not looking at it like that because I know people who've been together for years and didn't get married. And they lasted a long time. But all that is all the work that you put in the relationship. However, if something happens to your partner during your relationship, if you don't have that, you can't make a lot of critical decisions. So it plays an important role in the relationship as well. Anything that will state that y'all been together, committed, they can make a choice whether to take you off a machine that might save your life, or to put you to go visit your heavenly Father. Um, no, I'm saying, that's a big decision. If you spend a lot, most all your life with somebody, your adult life, old life, and it comes to where you have to make a decision about that, that's very tough. It's very tough. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the person that you love. That definitely hurts you. But if you don't have if you're not married, you can't make those decisions. And now it's legal for homosexuals to be married. So I mean, the goal should be marriage, especially if you love the person and want to make sure that everything goes right, either when you leave or when they leave. Life insurance policies, all of that stuff. Social media ain't good. I don't know. We got a little glitch there, so it kind of threw me
Mm-hmm.
off. I apologize, everybody. But yeah, so social media ain't good because mostly people use it in negative ways. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't flourish the relationship. It only brings harm to it. Especially when you're doing like not smart things like DM and shorties just because they got a fat booty. Because Tamara says, what did I say, Ash?
I also don't request my friend's man slash boyfriend. They request me. That's different. But I'm not pressed to be friends with my friend's significant other. I agree. That's weird to me.
That is weird because what are you doing? Checking up on him for your friend so you can run back
Right.
and tell him everything he's saying or doing?
Or for
And there you
yourself.
go. That's messy.
Mm-hmm.
That's real messy. That's exactly what people like to do with social media is be messy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, because I mean, what actually, unless me and your significant other been friends prior to y'all relationship, then I can understand
Exactly.
us being friends with social media, which you know what I'm saying. But other than that, I don't think that's necessary. I don't, like when you go to gatherings and your friends come with their mate. Most of the time, if they know each other, then they'll hang out at the party while you hang out with, of course, the people that you came to party with or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be able to, hang out and chill, and then I could see how they would make you know, a following with each other. But how many people gonna leave their man with their homegirl wife, or leave their wife with their homegirl man? Ain't nobody gonna be doing that. They gonna be pulling them along with them. We go here
Right.
together. So that way. But
I'm
I mean,
only friends. What
yeah.
happened? Oh no, I was just saying I'm
No,
only friends with my friends' significant others because I knew them separately. Like that's
mhm.
it. Or
I
it's
don't have,
been years and now we're all really tight. Okay, but otherwise than that, no, I'm not interested. You don't need to see nothing I post on my page because I might post my butt.
well, I don't really. Now I post a lot on my page, and it's mostly advertisement for y'all to come watch us have a conversation on my podcast now. But I really don't, back in the days I was all over Facebook cracking jokes, talking about people. It's all good. I'm gonna do this here too, but this is not for right now though. But no,
Mhm.
yeah, seriously. But like, who really is on Facebook these days? You know what I'm saying? Nobody really on Facebook. Everybody on Instagram, really TikTok. You know what I'm saying? They get their
I live on
news and
Facebook. I'm only on other
you
stuff
live
when
on
I'm doing
Facebook.
business stuff. If I'm not doing business stuff, I'm on Facebook.
But what really are you doing on? I'm saying who's really on Facebook just ranting and raving about their relationships? A lot of people too busy
Oh, right.
nowadays, but
Mm-mm.
not too many people are still on the Facebook, which is, I mean, I guess all right, but all type of social medias, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff, just that's how we get most of the celebrity tea, though.
That's true. That's shade room.
So definitely, people like it for that.
Right.
But I mean, after you've been together 5 plus years, social media don't even affect your relationship. It shouldn't,
Right.
unless you're still creeping and sneaking and doing
Okay.
stuff behind the person's back, which
Or they still have unresolved issues that they never got over from that relationship or a previous one.
But that's one thing people you need to really work on yourselves. The insecurities are within you. If you don't have the strength to believe that you're worthy of someone who's not going to be cheating on you, or someone that can't show you the same type of affection most of the time, because not a lot of people are not affectionate, and I know that. But most of the time, or willingly look like they love you or want to be in a relationship with you, let them go. There's somebody out there that loves you. There's somebody out there waiting for you. You're holding up your progress to your love.
Exactly. So,
Like I say, God only put people in your life to teach you lessons, and some lessons is permanent, some lessons is temporary. But patience is one of the biggest lessons in life, and once you get patient with God, your life will be very good. I'm telling you, you just gotta be patient with that man because he knows exactly what you need.
exactly.
And I don't. I'm not stating who your God is. I'm just saying, something spiritual is good because it helps bring structure. Structure is the main thing in your life. Self-centering yourself with structure, and you can accomplish a lot of things when you have your patience and empathy and drive and goals. But all that comes with being structured. And most of the time, people find that structure in religion. Other people use religion negatively. We're not going to discuss that, but yeah, it says, Sarah says,
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a lock on my phone. Do you have a lock on your phone, Ashley?
Yes. But my
Why do
partner
you?
knows it. He knows it. It's not for him. It's for strangers.
Well, the only reason why I have a lock on my phone now, I never had a lock on my phone the whole six. Well, there were times, but that's when things was rocky. Social had a little situation in my relationship as well. So I don't understand at the time I was being very insecure and stupid. Well, that's what happens. But because now that I'm a content creator, trying to bring content to my people, that YouTube and all of them require you to lock your phone up. So
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
yeah, they won't. They don't because they want to protect your privacy. They don't want people just being able to open up your phone and post on your page something that
Exactly.
could possibly offend someone.
I lock my
So,
phone because I have accounts in there. I have my work email in there. Like I got stuff in there. Can anybody just walk up and use my phone? I don't like that. What if I leave it somewhere?
well, okay, I understand that, but this day and age, people don't put their phone down for Nathan,
Well,
nothing at all. Even the babies don't put their phone down. They get in a car seat still holding their phone.
that's funny.
Why is that
So,
funny? It's true.
right. Okay, so let me circle back real quick, right? As someone that's been married before for the wrong reasons, I
Hmm.
don't think marriage is a goal for me anymore. If I do it, I'm gonna love it, of course. But I feel like a healthy relationship is more important for those legal purposes that marriage is good for. Actually, being able to see some people like my aunt is married to was married to my uncle. He passed. She still has to go through it like if it was they was using a will, even though nobody's contesting it, and like it's almost like there's other legal ways to do the same thing that the marriage paper takes care of. You should always have a will. You should always have beneficiaries. You should always have all those things in place anyway. So I kind of feel like marriage isn't the biggest goal anymore. Like, it's important, but it's not vital. If I don't ever get married again, I will not die.
Do you feel like that because your parents got a divorce as well?
um, I feel like I got married because my parents got divorced. Between that and grandpa told me that it would be okay, and then he passed. So I feel like I was just in the wrong place when I did it. But because I did it for the wrong reason, it just made me feel like I was putting so much pressure on having that piece of paper, and that's not what makes a relationship anything. Things don't magically change after you get married. You actually have to have all of those things before you even decide to get married, or else you should not be getting married. So now it's like, well, if I'm gonna have all that anyway, do I really need to pay the government? Now I'm out there with my theories. So now it's like, do I really need to pay the government to be in my business?
I don't know. Well, I think that marriage should be the goal. I mean, it shows that people are willing to for the rest of their lives. I mean, I say you can get a divorce, but the idea is not to get a divorce. So if you wait and take your time and get to know the people that you're committing yourself to in these relationships, you wouldn't get a divorce. You would understand that marriage is a lot of work. If you're
Right.
willing to do the whole lot of work, then yeah, you get married. But I guess if you still have reservations in the relationship that you're committed in and don't think that you can keep up with the fact that you're married or true to the license, then get married. I mean,
I
I just
agree.
think that it shows your children as well that you're able to stay in a committed relationship and two people could love each other forever. Because I know for a fact my wife, and I'm hoping that my honest opinion that she loves me too, and I feel like she loves me for the rest of my life as well. So because the things she does proves it. When people show you, their actions show you a lot more than their words. And if they do
Exactly.
show you with their actions that they love you, then you should embrace that and try to reciprocate. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So that
Exactly.
so that's just how I feel. And one of the things marriage license, the actual paper states, is that you worked hard enough to get here, right? You're willing to stay here forever. And that's all it really symbolizes to me. And if you did the work and you're willing to live there and stay there, then you get that piece of paper.
But I mean, do you really need the paper? Like, why can't you just have a spiritual union? Because that's supposed to be between you,
What's
your partner,
what's
and your creator. Why do the government got to tax
what's
you
so scary
differently?
about the paper? What's so
Ain't that
scary
scary
about the paper?
about it? Ain't that scary about it? But I just feel like it's valid either way, with
Because
or
you ain't
without
got
the
to pay to
paper.
get out of it.
If
That's why.
you do, if you do a union between you and your partner and whoever y'all believe in spiritually, I feel like those matter. Like, people feel like, oh, you're not married if you don't have the paper. Why? Because the government's not taxing us. That's still a union. The union was a spiritual thing, and if you took that leap and you're committed to each other spiritually, I'd rather be bonded before a creator than the government. But that's just
what
me.
about people? What about people that everybody they get in a relationship they get married or try to get or try to get married and it don't work out? I mean, that could be a fear, but what I'm saying to you is real people who are ready to be committed and show the world basically that they're in a committed relationship get married. Now, what you do in your marriage is your business, but as long as you stay married, then that's the goal, correct? I mean, I don't
Um,
feel like if it's. I mean, I don't feel like that's generally the idea now, but that was the idea then, right? But most parents and my foreparents just all stayed married. It's just like I feel like I guess when the Trinidadians come to America, they just get American, and then they decide, well, yeah, I don't gotta stay married. I'm in America
right
now.
now, divorce is a thing. Where did y'all learn that?
Custom now here, so you know what I'm saying. So it's everybody doing it. So
Right.
nobody is ashamed to be single or in a relationship. So most people assume once people are together that long, they married anyway, right?
Hmm.
And the piece of paper
So
just so I guess when they keep their money when they die.
exactly. I always wonder that, like, how do common law marriages work? Like, how do they know how long y'all been together? Because y'all live in the same place. What if you just live?
Well,
It's so weird to me.
I don't know how, I don't know how to determine that either, but a lot of places will allow common law. A lot of places don't recognize common law marriages, so it wouldn't make a difference
No,
anyway.
is that new? I could have sworn more places. I could have sworn a lot of places recognize them. Did that change over the years? I'm so out of
Well, I
touch.
mean, I don't know if it changed over the years, but like they got domestic partnerships,
Oh
which is a
yeah.
civil union, is but it's a piece of paper. Again, a piece of paper stating that you want to be joined with this person forever. So, and a piece of paper like that is a lot more definition than just common law
So
marriage.
I
And
do. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. You do need some kind of piece of paper, a marriage, a will, a living will, whatever you need to do that clearly states in a legal form and fashion, clearly states everything that you need and want. If something happened to you, should you pass, what's going to go on with your kids, your estate, everything. It needs to be.
mhm,
You need to have that. It's very important because there's older people that live in apartments. You live in an apartment, your common law person or your long term partner dies, you got to get out. You got to get out. Your name wasn't on the lease, it
mhm,
was in his name. Now what you going to do?
mhm.
Because you didn't go get a piece of paper. You don't have to be married. He could even be married to somebody else. But if you have a will, do what you gotta do. Because that's sometimes the case too. They've been separated. He's been separated from his wife so long. They never bother to go get a divorce. Now what? Exactly. Similar goals. That is definitely the key. That is definitely the key to marriage. Similar goals. Y'all supposed to be on the same path at all times. Even
Well,
when you want to be a rocket scientist and he wants to be a rock star, y'all can still be going in the same direction. Y'all can still be aligned with each other. As long as your core values and what y'all are working on and how y'all plan to do things is the same. But like Chris said, communication, that's vital.
exactly. It's discussed, it's planned out, it's worked out, it's supported, and y'all can get it done. But of course, you don't find people like that if you don't take the time to get to know people. If you just rush into these sexual encounters and altercations, some people listen. Don't get me wrong, because it's not like it's impossible. But some people have met on a sexual terms and been together forever. That was just the way they met. You understand what I'm saying, and it worked for them. But the majority of the time, there's no long term relationship in one night stands and just somebody that come around to sleep with you when they want to sleep with you.
Exactly.
I also had a live on that as well. Um, recognizing the signs when he just interested in you for sex.
Right.
You know, you would know that that's not the person that you're going to get married to, and you don't want to leave anything to them or any uh, directions for them to do. So definitely get to know the people you
Yeah. And we're going to do an episode on red flags because that's something that we need to talk about. A lot of people ignore them, and we need to dive into that topic.
Well, we could only discuss uh, based on our opinion, and I want to clearly state that we don't have any formal education in psychology, so these are just stuff that we see as people, and we want to bring it to your attention. You know, that's the whole reason behind each one teach one, because no,
Mhm.
I've never been to school um, for any of this stuff, but there's a lot of things that I've been through and Ash has been through that can help other people learn from, so that they don't make some of the mistakes we've made and some of the mistakes that we've heard about, learned about, or seen. Because
Exactly.
it's safer that way for you to listen to someone give you a little bit of advice about things, so that you don't make these mistakes. Please listen. Anybody telling you listen, listen. I'm telling you, if you that same way it says, or if I only listen to what my mother said, I might have. You might
Exactly.
have for sure. So, any final thoughts on social media, the relationship killer?
Um, I'm gonna say one. As far as what you just said, you don't have to get hit by a car to know that it hurts. So it's all right to listen and take other people's advice about some things that were painful that you don't want to have to learn by going through. And two, I'm just going to say that social media should not be a weight in your relationship. Even if you do your business on there, it shouldn't be a huge weight in your relationship. Your relationship should be solid and uh, have a good foundation in the real world because that's where y'all live. Y'all don't live online together. So that's it.
Correct. Not for nothing. I don't know if you watch P Valley. Did you watch? Do you watch P Valley?
I not.
Okay, I watch P Valley because I like spicy sometimes, right? But there's a girl on there. Her name is Mississippi, and she's in an abusive relationship.
Mm.
Not to get into any specifics. What I want to say is, see, she said each state is different with common law. So what I want to say is the mental hold that these abusive people have on other people. We as people outside looking in don't understand it. So when we see what we see from the outside, all we see is the abuse. We don't understand what went on prior. What it is that the person that you love about this person so much that you can't let them go. All we can do is advise you. Now, real people in your life will help you get away. Don't be scared to walk away. I mean, seriously, there's no need for you to be put in a situation where you feel belittled, where you feel abused, where you feel hurt, where you can't get a grip on your own self. Because if you're in situations like that, you would never find yourself. All you would do is lose yourself. And nobody can take care of you better than you can take care of you. Seriously. Seriously.
Exactly.
There's help out there. There's help. I know it's hard to walk away sometimes for something that seems so good at times. But if it's not outweighing the good ain't outweighing the bad, then it ain't worth it. I'm never gonna advise anybody to stay in a relationship that hurts. There is always gonna be somebody out here that love you, regardless if y'all in a sexual relationship or not. There will always be somebody out here to love you. You just got to give somebody else a chance. And if you're in a relationship with someone and they're not allowing you to have friends, that's a big red flag. Well, we'll talk about that next show. When is that? Sunday?
Oh shoot, yes. Well, I thought today was Sunday. Yep, on Sunday.
No, today Wednesday. So Sunday we'll talk about red flags.
Yes, I thought
Well,
today
tune
was
in
Sunday
Sunday.
though. I was so
Today
confused when you said
Wednesday,
that.
girl.
God.
Oh wow, it's all good, Ash.
Oh man, that's
But
funny.
seriously, my final thoughts on social media being that relationship killer. Insecurity is within you. And if you're insecure because they're liking other people's pictures or making comments, then you need to work on yourself and get yourself strong enough to deal with stuff like that. Because not everybody in a relationship does not enjoy liking other people's pictures or commenting on other people's posts. Some people enjoy doing that's something they do to relieve their stress or enjoy their day, entertain themselves. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're in the house, you doing it and they're not doing nothing secretive, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You should not allow that to come anywhere in between your relationship. Trust is
Exactly.
a big word. Trust is a big word. So the word when you give someone the avenue to say you trust them. Because once you start second guessing their trust, they will get insecure and so will you. The insecurity in a relationship breeds what unhappiness. So if you don't want to be unhappy in a relationship, be a little bit more trustworthy. Always communicate and stay open. This was a great show on the educate. I think Ash. I think we did pretty
I
good talking
agree.
to the people. Thank you again to Mara for commenting, coming back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when we go live when I post a video. Ash, you have anything for us to remember?
To be here on Sundays and Wednesdays at 8:30. That's all you need to know.
Till the next time. Peace.